Hey everybody, it's the coach, and this is Madden 19 on E!
And we welcome all of our viewers inside a place that the folks around here like to call the Vault. And that's Bank of America Stadium in Uptown Charlotte. Today we hit Week 10, and we've got a good one in store between the New Orleans Saints and the Carolina Panthers. This one fielded at the 5. Spinning again. And they'll have good starting field position as he's up just shy of the 40. So here are the Panthers now for their opening drive. And they'll be led out by the guy under center, Charles, their quarterback.
I read something this game.
First carry for Christian McCaffrey. And able to get a couple as he's across the 40 to the 41.
Well, we saw him there trying to get it to the outside, trying to get to the perimeter, but not a whole lot of room there. But there's got to be one positive to that. If you keep moving laterally, creases tend to develop as the game moves on, and they can run it back inside later.
Off play action. Murray under a heavy rush, and down he goes. Tyler Davison coming up the middle, gets him there for a loss of about 9. He probably feels like he cannot get a break. He was sacked 7 times last week. And here we go again in the first quarter.
And we always talk about the internal clock of a quarterback in the pocket and how he has to have a real keen sense of it in order to get rid of the football. After being sacked 7 times last week, that clock has been sped up.
It's a 15-yard pickup, but it'll lead to a 4th down.
Boy, they had a lot of real estate to make up there, but what a big-time play for them. Nice completion, excellent game. Now they're in 4th and manageable.
Just a little short, though, with that marker. From the 34 now, here's 1st and 10. And now movement here right away. Maybe a sign of things to come with this crowd.
False start, offense.
And that'll set him back 5. A false start backs him up 5. 1st and 15. And they'll go ground game here with the tail line. And he'll take this up near the 35, maybe the 34. It's a 5-yard pickup, so essentially they get the penalty yardage back, and it's back to 2nd and 10. Bridgewater now. Over the middle, complete. That's Arnold. 6 yards is the pickup, and that'll lead to a 3rd down. And they'll run it here. And he'll be taken down, but not before he works it past the 50. A pickup of 11, and it moves the chains. Bridgewater to throw it. Got his man complete over the middle. That's Arnold. And he'll be brought down, it looks like right at the 40. Give him 9 there on the first down completion. And on the ground they go with the running back. And nothing doing. He's immediately taken down at the line of scrimmage. No gain on the play, and now they're faced with a 3rd and 1. Now flags will come in. And I think this is against the Saints up front.
False start, offense.
And that'll be accepted, of course, and that moves him back 5. Well, that's a tough, costly penalty because now it makes it 3rd and 6 after the false start. Play fake. Bridgewater. This time for Smith, and it's intercepted. Picked up by James Bradbury. And a super return as he gets us all the way down inside the 25-yard line.
Pass interference, defense.
Trying to defend the out route there, got the PI call.
And you know what's difficult about that one? is sometimes you want to make the undercut move and go for the football, and other times just want to hang on the upfield shoulder and make the tackle. I think he got caught in between and created a foul.
Bridgewater now looking to throw on first. And he fires one that's intercepted. Picked off by the safety, Eric Reed.
And that's a great example of ball skills right there, partner. You and I do a lot of games, and I can't tell you how many guys look to run with the football before they've intercepted it. So that's a nice job of focusing on the task at hand and coming away with the interception.
Hurry up, here we go. 3-19. 3-19.
They go play action here on first down. Blitz coming, and down he goes.
Brandon, if I'm an offensive coordinator and I see an all-out rush like that, I file it away because I'm going to use their aggressiveness against them as this game goes on. I'm going to hit them with a screen soon.
Here we go now.
To throw on second down. Murray, catch here, left side, Thomas. And he'll get it up here this time to the 21. The reception good for 7. It's third down. On that quick throw, what do you think? Possibly something they saw at the line to go there?
Possibly in the game plan, and you notice they went with an empty backfield. No backs there to help with pass protection, so you have to have a counter to that because you know they're probably going to bring pressure when they see an empty backfield, so you get rid of the ball quickly. Quick drop, ball's out of the quarterback's hands, keeps you from getting hit, and they get a completion.
He got 29 yards that time.
I think it all came together there. In-breaking route. Drove it with excellent pace. Money throw right there to move the sticks.
On first down, this is McCaffrey. And he is going to lose yardage here. That's going to go as a loss of a yard, and it'll be second down. Good opening quarter for him. Remember, he had the sack earlier. Now a tackle for loss, another tackle for loss.
He's really making it tough on the play caller, though, isn't he? Because it's one thing to try and adjust when a guy is disrupting your running game. But when he's messing up your passing game as well, they may have to devote at least a second guy to him to try and keep him away from their plays.
They try to throw on second down, but this one is incomplete. An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on third down.
Now let's go. 3-19.
From the gun, Murray. And this is going to be incomplete.
Anytime a ball's thrown in the middle of the field and it's popped up in the air, I expect someone to catch. It doesn't matter whether it's offense or defense because there's usually a great amount of bodies in that part of the field. In this case, no one came up with it.
And he missed it. It's no good. And this will remain a scoreless game.
Everything looked good. Good snap, good hold. Sometimes, though, the ball just doesn't want to go where you want it. And this one winds up no good.
Good field position to start the drive after the missed field goal. Here's first down from the 42. They'll run it now out of the gun. And past the 35, he'll be dropped a yard or two shy of the 30. Give him 10 yards there, and about by the nose of the football, he's going to have a first down.
And that's a run that'll energize an offensive line. They'll take that one all day long. Fundamental breakdown by the defense. You've got to be able to make plays on the edge.
Running game working. They'll stick with it on first down. And he'll get about 3 as he's brought down to the 28. Bridgewater now on second down. And on the left sideline, he caught it, but out of bounds, according to the head linesman. Incomplete, so the ball a little late getting there, and it's third down.
Well, it doesn't take any great analysis. No jokes, partner, okay? All right, on this one. But we just know that we're going to see this as the game moves forward. There's going to be 2 guys on him on just about every snap.
It's kind of a dare to throw his way, but they have to keep throwing his way.
The benefits could be great. You throw it to a great receiver, he could come down with it anyway.
And down inside the 15, shy of the 10. First time they've hooked up here. Good for 17 and a first down.
Well, we always hear about the connections some quarterbacks have with certain receivers. I think this guy has a connection with just about everyone. Didn't mind throwing it in there against double coverage to him.
Shows some confidence, supreme confidence.
Big-time confidence that he would make the play for him, and he did.
And the stop will come inside the 5 at the 4. 7 yards, the pickup on the pitch and catch. They'll give it to him right up the gut. And not a whole lot there. He does get a couple, taking it from the 5 down to the 3. Now they'll run it on the toss. And he'll barrel his way into the end zone for a Saint touchdown. A great effort there. His 9th touchdown of the season. And the Saints have taken the early lead. Well, that turned out how they wanted. Run the toss play to the left side, go for that pylon, get in there.
And just being able to understand where the pylon was and sneak it in there, well done, well executed.
Lutz good on the extra point, and that makes the score 7-0. Lutz now to kick this one away. This one fielded at the 5. And a good effort on the return there. Gets him across the 30 to the 33-yard line. Here come the Panthers now, set to take over on offense. And the last go-around for them, they tried that really, really long field goal, couldn't connect.
And in retrospect, I think a lot of people would say, well, why would you try one that long? You hurt yourself in field position. The ball comes out, there. That only helps the other team. But I look at it as maybe it was a double shot of confidence. Confident the kicker could make it. And even if he missed, confident in their defense that they could hold him.
That's going to go as a loss of 2, and it'll be 2nd down.
He has elite instincts from his linebacker spot. He's able to diagnose the run and flies in like a missile to stop that one behind the line of scrimmage.
So the opening play of the drive goes backwards. Now they'll come up on 2nd and 12.
Green, 39.
Looking to throw on 2nd down. Murray. Throwing middle, and it's complete. And he'll be brought down shy of the 40 at the 38-yard line. The reception good for 7. It's 3rd down.
Well, as this game continues to evolve in the NFL, you know how much coaches love run after catch. But you know what they love even more? Completion.
Yeah, just holding on to the ball.
Catch it, cover it, tuck it away, whatever you get.
With my good friend Charles Davis, Brandon Gaudin with you. It's the Panthers in possession of the football as we begin quarter number 2. They'll come up on a 3rd and 4 here to start things out. Operating from the gun. Murray. And he's got his target. That's Moore. And he's taken down at the 43, but not before picking up the first. At 5 yards on the play there, as the drive will continue.
And that one was a lot of fun right there because that was the game within the game. 3rd and short, blitz was on. What's the key for the quarterback? Get out of your hands in a hurry. And there's a quick little completion. Got the job done for a 1st down.
And he's going to take this across the 50 and into Saints territory. 9 yards is the pickup there, and they'll have a 2nd and 1.
Despite the blitz, they're still able to pick up a nice, solid gain. The disadvantage of blitzing often alters the normal spacing and run fits.
Rush coming, and he's taken down. Alex Anzalone. Tough to handle on that blitz. He gets him for a loss of 5.
I'm starting to feel for that quarterback back there. I mean, you know me. Normally, don't have a lot of empathy for the QB, right? In this case, definitely. He's been on constant duress this entire game. I don't know how he's surviving back there.
And to think, there's still a long way to go in this football game.
False start, offense.
And maybe they were coming with a blitz that time, and it caused a jump.
I think if we saw it, you know that they saw it. Might have been a little discussion down there. Bad guys coming. Pick them up. Pick them up. And someone jumped.
On 3rd down, Murray. And he's got the hook up to Moore. And he'll work it across midfield inside the 45. 3rd catch of this 1st half for him, and this one is a 1st down. If you're going to blitz, likely going to leave you in man coverage with this guy, and that is less than ideal.
It is because just about any offense that has an elite receiver, if you blitz and have him in man coverage, you're going to him, even if he has an elite defender on him, because he usually knows where the ball is before the defender does.
A good pickup there at 22.
Never make the mistake that the slot receivers, especially the little guys like we're watching here, are just quicker than fast. A lot of them combine quickness and speed, and they catch a lot of footballs, as we just saw there.
This offense finding its legs now. Here's another 1st and 10. Now a play fake here on 1st down. Under a heavy rush, and down he goes. Tyler Davison in there to pick up his 2nd sack now of the afternoon.
The amount of sacks that they've absorbed in this game is absolutely extraordinary. Let's just face it. This offensive line, flat out, cannot handle this pass rush. It's been demonstrated time and time again.
On 2nd down, McCaffrey. And he went backwards. He'll be down at the 30. He lost 2 there, and it's 3rd down.
Partner, you mind if I take off this headset and put on a coaching headset?
You want to get this running game going?
I want to get this running game going. I'm going down there and saying, gentlemen, we have got to run the football. We've got to get it going right now.
Yeah, to this point in the 2nd quarter, it has been a struggle. Murray now. He gets it to Thomas. It'll be a pickup of 16, but they'll remain short of the marker, and it's 4th down.
Well, that's certainly playing down in distance very well by the defense, isn't it? Take whatever you want underneath, by all means.
And Gano's kick is right through. And they are on the board, but still trailing. It's 7-3. So the field goal there caps what winds up to be an 11-play drive.
Well, partner, that's a lot of offense to run there to only get 3 points. So I just wonder, are they going to recycle those plays because they were successful in getting 3? Or do you go to another section of the playbook trying to find ones that get you into the end zone, get you 6?
After knocking through the field goal, here's Gano back out there now for the kickoff. This one taken from the 7. And it's a pretty good return here as he'll get it up to the 29-yard line. And now the Saints get set to trot out there. And, you know, certainly a lot of football left to be played. We're not into December yet, but right now where we stand, they're first place in their division. Looking good, looking to be a threat come January.
And let's think about what every team has in their goals, all right? Number 1 goal is what? Make the playoffs. Number 2 goal is win your division. Number 3 goal, and the biggest goal, I think, is to be the highest seed possible that you can be heading into the playoffs so that you can have as many home games as possible to try and get you to the Super Bowl.
And right now fighting for every win possible to try to at least secure home field for the wild card and or divisional round. On 2nd down, Bridgewater again. And he rifles one incomplete. Cameron Meredith, the intended target. And that takes us from 2nd to 3rd down.
I know our vantage point might be a little bit better way up here, but that looked like an ill-advised throw to me. I didn't see anything open, and this play just didn't look right from the beginning.
It did not. I thought he might get outside and just chuck it away. Dangerous pass, incomplete. The Saints on 3rd down. A perfect 3 for 3 as they look to keep that streak going. This is 3rd and 10. Now Bridgewater toward the sideline. Did he keep the feet in? Yes, he got them both down, says the side judge, and that's good enough for a 1st down. His first catch, and it's a pretty big one. They get the conversion on 3rd down. They'll run it now out of the gun. And nowhere really to go there. He'll take this up just shy of midfield. 3 yards on the pickup there, and it'll be 2nd down.
They tried a quick hitter inside, but that one was swallowed up because what they were hoping, those big defensive linemen will take the bait and move laterally and open up a crease that they can run through. Didn't happen on that play.
Bridgewater. And a quick throw here, that's complete. And he'll take it down shy of the 45 at the 46. 6 yards is the pickup, and that'll lead to a 3rd down. And they'll try the ground game here with the running back. And he's got the 1st down yardage before he's brought down at the 42. Just 4 yards on the pickup, but that's good enough to extend the drive. Throwing is Bridgewater. Smith catches left side. And he works it past the 30, almost to the 25. That one good for 16, and the drive will continue. They don't need to run another play here before the 2-minute warning. Let's see if they do it anyway. And he's going to fight his way forward here for a modest gain. 5 yards is the tally on first down. That brings up 2nd and 5. And we'll remind you that coming up at halftime, we'll join Jonathan Coachman and the gang in Orlando. Coach will have stats and scores from the early games going on here around the NFL. Throwing, Bridgewater. On target over the middle to Hill. And down inside the 15, shy of the 10. He's got his first catch here before halftime, and it goes for a first down. And they'll go with a ground attack here. And strong running there as he's inside the 10 and down to the 8-yard line. It's a pickup of 4, and it'll bring up 2nd down. A 2nd down throw for Bridgewater. Flushed out right. And he'll score. Touchdown, New Orleans. Teddy Bridgewater with a lucky number 13 touchdowns now on the year. And the Saints now add 6 to their lead. Lutz with the extra point. And the decision to just kick the extra point winds up successful. Lutz now to kick this one away. And they will not get a chance to return this one as it's through the end zone for a touchdown. Carolina getting set to take the field. And last time they got 3 points, but it was a chip shot field goal. And when you go to the sideline after a chip shot field goal, maybe the offense not too happy.
It's a balancing act, isn't it? Because you're exactly right. They're none too pleased that they didn't punch it in for 6 points. But they also have to remember they did put points on the board.
3 points is 3 points.
And in this league, you take points when you can get them. Not easily done.
And he'll get this up only to about the 33. Tackle there by Alex Anzalone. They'll get to the line here, but remember, it's also 3rd down. They'll try and pick it up with McCaffrey. A great effort there to shed the contact, and it helps him pick up the first. Give him 3 yards and a fresh set of downs. First down now, but that clock rolling. They'll give it up to McCaffrey. He'll be dropped shy of the 40 despite an excellent display of footwork. And before this 2nd down play, we'll get a whistle, a signal, and a timeout. As the clock shows 50 seconds to play here in half number 1.
Here we go now. 3-19. 3-19.
To throw on 2nd down. Murray looking left side. That's caught by Moore. And prior to this 3rd and 2 play, we're going to get a timeout call. As the clock stops here with 46 seconds remaining in the first half.
Set. Green, 39. Green.
On 3rd and 2, Murray. And the return comes to a halt right at the 44-yard line. Thomas, the intended target. That's now his 2nd interception in as many weeks from his linebacker position.
And think about all the different techniques he has to employ in a passing situation. Is he spot dropping because it's zone? Is he picking up man-to-man? Is he having to run with a running back or a tight end? In any event, great eyes, head on a swivel, and excellent hands.
Yeah, versatility and showing those hands. They're throwing to start the drive, but that one incomplete.
What's the old adage? Be quick, but don't hurry? Well, that went right out the window there. He was hurried, harassed. That ball had to be gotten rid of, otherwise he was going to get sacked.
Toward the left sideline, but it's incomplete. James Bradbury, he was right there to break it up. The turnover put him in great field position. They don't want to squander it with 3rd down coming up.
No, not at all. And you know what else you do? You make your defense mad.
Yeah.
They got you the football, gave you a great opportunity. You got to cash in and get some points.
The Saints on 3rd down. No problems to this point. A perfect 5 for 5. This is 3rd and 10. Here's Bridgewater. That's complete to Meredith. He's got his first catch here before halftime, and it goes for a first down. Boy, the evolution of the game and how these guys on plays like that can get out of the pocket, keep plays alive, it just makes things so much harder for defenses.
It really does, and we're talking about an era in the game where the quarterbacks are the most athletically gifted that we've seen in the bunch. I mean, when you talk about collectively, it's unbelievable. So their ability to move is practiced now. It's not necessarily, oh, he just took off and you guys figure it out. When he takes off, everyone knows where to go now. They know how to run routes, change things, make themselves presentable for the quarterback. It's a lot of time that they put in on it. It's not just your static 1, 2, 3. This is where the ball goes anymore.
Throwing again, Bridgewater on 2nd and 10. This time for Smith, and it's intercepted. Picked off down near the 5. Nine seconds to play, likely the final snap of the first half as it's 1st and 10. They start on the ground with McCaffrey. And he was able to shed the tackle, but the reserves come in for the stop. And this offense going to elect to burn a timeout with 5 seconds remaining in quarter number 2.
Hurry up, here we go. 3:19. 3:19.
A final shot before break. Murray. And this one is incomplete. There you have it. Halftime quickly over. Third quarter, here we go. Set now to go for the third quarter. The Saints have the lead and set to receive the kick. And that'll carry over the back line of the end zone for a touchback. Out come the Saints now. They'll go on offense first here to begin the third quarter. They built a good first half lead. Now they have a chance to add on to it.
And what I'm thinking is that the offensive staff spent the entire halftime just working with them on, here's what we think they're going to do to attack us in the second half. Nice first half that we've had, guys, but be prepared for some change-ups. We're going to see them when we kick it off in the second half.
See how they handle any adjustments that might be made defensively.
Well, no matter how they phrase it, staying on schedule, staying ahead of the sticks, whatever you want to call it, 7 yards on first down, that fits the bill.
On play action, it's Bridgewater. Now he's hit, and Bridgewater loses the football.
On plays like this where the ball comes free, it's often unusual for the team that lost it to get it back. Because this is the quarterback. The ball gets away from him. Everyone else is trying to execute what they're supposed to do on offense. They're usually looking in the other direction, downfield, or moved away from him. And
Owen coughed it up, and the Panthers have recovered.
We have seen this before, and we know coaches preach about this and work on it all the time. Catch the ball. You know there's going to be some traffic somewhere. They've got to put it away and secure it as they try and get downfield.
Here we go now. 3:19.
They'll try to get the running game going with McCaffrey. And this has been a familiar sight all afternoon as they stop him behind the line. Call it a loss of 2 on the play. And that'll make it 2nd and 12.
Sometimes with the running game, you've just got to stick with it. Look, it's the third quarter, no time to panic. But that also doesn't mean you just do it the same way you've been doing it the entire ball game. Maybe change up some blocking assignments or run a few different plays, but stay with the overall essence of the running game.
And he is met quickly in the backfield. Down he goes, folded like a lawn chair. Now, they struggled to get him rolling on the ground in the first half, and that's sort of continuing here in the third quarter.
Yeah, but I don't think it's time to abandon the running game. I would say keep feeding the horse, and I believe he'll eventually reward them, especially as we get...
And the Saints pressure gets him. Brought down for a sack. Alex Okafor in there to get him, and that's sack number 8 for him on the year.
Brandon, I think you understand the type of afternoon this offensive line is having. It is a long one for them. Long for you to spend it with me. Long for them trying to block those guys. They've given up a whole lot of sacks, and the speed and quickness of that defensive line is eating them alive.
Now the Saints offense, they get ready to go back to work here. And a fumble last time. Ball security. Talk about it all the time in the National Football League. They've got to be better at it on this drive.
Don't you think that when every team gets together for the first time, I don't care if it's OTAs, mini camps, first day of camp.
And he's going to be intercepted a third time. Dante Jackson picks it, and his guys are going to take over at the 39-yard line.
All right, work with me, partner. This is a classic understatement. Their execution has been very poor. Last 3 drives, 2 interceptions and a fumble. Winning football? We're not seeing it right now.
Hurry up, here we go. 3-19.
Off the play fake. Murray. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down.
Well, someone's closing in on the league lead in sacks. He came into the game in the top 5. Now you add 2 more to his total.
Don't need it all back at once, but you figure they're going to need something here. 17 yards to go on second down. Here's Murray. They'll set up the screen to McCaffrey. They get 11 back on that one. It leads to third down.
I wonder what was going through his mind when he got the play call. He just got sacked on the previous play. He knows they're coming after him again. A little bit of guts to stand in there, take the hit, and successfully complete the screen pass. Really well done.
Back to throw. Murray looking left side. It's complete. He's got it. And taking it across midfield and inside the 45. That catch puts him over 70 yards receiving now as he's got a first down.
Set. Green, 39.
This is McCaffrey on the give. And he'll take this one down to about the 40. A gain of 3, second down.
Tough first half for him, unable to put up the numbers he's used to producing. But with a guy like him, you and I both know it just takes a couple of explosive touches for him to make an impact on this game and on the stat sheet as well.
Green, 39.
Looking to throw on second down. Murray. And Thomas has it. And here he'll be brought down a little shy of the 35 at the 36. 4 yards on the completion, and it sets up a third down.
And, partner, I think that was a great example that not all tight ends are created equal because everything was right. Got the completion, but he's not one of the more dynamic guys in the league. So even though he caught it, couldn't turn it into much more.
Thomas has got it. Complete. Good defense holds him to only a yard, and it'll be fourth down.
Partner, I think that completion takes the definition of dink and dunk to a different level, doesn't it?
It does, and the defense was right there, kind of played into their hands. And Gano's kick is right through. And a second field goal here cuts their deficit to 14-6 now. These kickers now, it's like we take them for granted. Kicks like that used to be such a big deal, and now you just expect them to make it.
Yeah, you're exactly right, and we shouldn't take them for granted. But I have a theory about it. You want to hear it?
Yep.
They are more athletic now than ever before. Talk about kickers. Trace their backgrounds, trace their histories. You'll find that they were big-time athletes all along, but their kicking was so prevalent that we made them specialists.
Well, and now those 50-plus yarders seem easy for some reason. And incomplete as he was knocked as he threw it. And it took the ball off course.
It's always a battle. Who's going to win on first down, the offense or the defense? Let's face it, if you've got the ball, 4 yards or more on first down is what you're aiming for. They tried to throw for it there. Nice effort to knock that one away and bring up second down.
Line of scrimmage, again the 25, second and 10. Now they'll run it on the toss. And he's taken down, but able to slip across the 35. Give him 11 yards that time and a new set of downs.
Now, this is an example of breaking down a defense because on a lot of these runs, he's getting past the point of attack, and guess what he's doing? Forcing the secondary guys to have to make a lot of tackles.
So from the 36 now, first and 10. First down, Bridgewater. Over the middle, complete. That's Arnold. And able to get this one across the 45 before he's brought down. Back-to-back 11-yard gains, and they've got another first down. And they'll go on the ground. And very little running room there. He did get a couple up to the 49.
When we talk about Luke Kuechly, you can't talk about his overall game without talking about his intelligence and how he controls.
Under pressure here, and down he goes. Sacked back at about the 43-yard line. Third and long now after the sack. And we'll see if Bridgewater has a response. Bridgewater to throw it. Under pressure again, and down he goes again. Shaq Thompson in there to drop him for his 5th sack of the year.
Brandon, what I remember most about playing with guys who knew how to rush the passer, they would just tell you, just cover people for me, just long enough for me to get there. And that's exactly what happened on that play.
Able to slither by. It's a 42-yard punt, but 8 on the return. And the Panthers will take over now, 1st and 10. A check of the scoreboard. They're in the 3rd and Baltimore. The Bears have just scored, so they add on to their lead. We'll keep you updated on that one as it progresses.
Hurry up, here we go. Green 39.
The drive begins with a run by McCaffrey. And he's going to be taken down here with a penalty flag on the field.
Holding offense.
That hold coming from the middle
Still
of the
first
line,
down.
the center.
And it's difficult for him because sometimes you got people right over you, and as soon as you snap it, trying to get your hands up and block them, you can be a little bit late getting it done.
Set. Blue landing. Blue landing.
Looking to throw. Murray. And this is going to be caught, but they'll say out of bounds. So it's incomplete.
And that's one he's got to be happy to have back. There wasn't a hole open in the zone.
You'd have to think on early downs like that first down there, need to be a little bit more careful.
Yeah, fortunately for him, got a couple more downs to play with.
They'll run it now out of the gun. And a short pickup there as he'll take this up to right around the 20. In on the tackle, Alex Okafor.
I have to think a major focus of the halftime meetings had to be figuring out how to create space for the running game to get operating.
Well, what you pointed out to me at half seems accurate. That line has struggled to sustain blocks.
Yeah, I would agree with that totally. They've got to focus on staying on their double teams at the first level, make sure that block's secured before they slide off and try and chip someone at the second level.
They get 7 there, but it brings up 4th.
He wasn't the primary target, but I think it was almost like a check down situation, wasn't it?
Yeah, hoping he can break some tackles, a big tight end, but he couldn't do it.
Yeah, get into that big frame and hope he can scatter some bodies, unable to get it done.
It's the Saints. They'll be looking to expand their lead here. They've got the football as we start the 4th. They'll run it now out of the gun. He'll get about 3 as he's taken down at the 23. Now 2nd and 7 from the 23. And they'll go ground game here with the tailback. And he'll go down right at the 30-yard line. It'll go as a gain of 7 on the play, and it sets up a 3rd and inches situation. And they'll run it here. And he gets it to the 32. Good enough for a first down. They only get 2 there, but on 3rd and 1, that's all they needed to keep the drive going. A first down throw for Bridgewater. Looking left side, and he's got a man. It's Arnold. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. A nice pickup there of 11 yards, and it'll move the sticks. And on the ground they go with a running back. And he'll take this one up close to about the 45. Dontari Poe in on the stop. 2nd down, Bridgewater. Got his man complete over the middle. That's Arnold. And he'll get it down to the 47 here. 7 catches for him now, and this last one, a first down. And they'll try the ground game here with the running back. And he's going to be stopped up at about the 47-yard line. Credit him with a 1-yard gain there to make it 2nd and 9. Bridgewater. Pressure, and he's going to be taken down. They sack him back right around the 44.
Well, that takes a start to have a good drive. Quite like a big loss on a sack, does it?
Now they're looking at a 3rd and long, and suddenly the momentum shifted to the other side of the football.
And old Mo is a very, very fickle man.
3rd and long now after the sack, and we'll see if Bridgewater has a response. To throw is Bridgewater. And that's caught inside the 20. And they'll wind up getting this one all the way down inside the 20. A gain of 39 that time. From the red zone now, Bridgewater. Flush to his right. Now he'll dump it underneath to his running back, complete. And he will be brought down at about the 6-yard line. 11 more yards that go around, a first down as well. They'll try and run for it on first and goal. And he's going to press this one forward as they stop him right around the 1. 5 yards, a good run there, and now second and goal. Able to stay in bounds, and the clock keeps rolling. This defense right now backed up in the red zone. Another touchdown, it's over. They've got to stand tall quickly.
Been in this spot before. Now there's a little bit of desperation creeping in, and all you're doing when you're talking to your defensive teammates is first guy there, hold him up. Second, third guy in, rake at the football. Get it out. We've got to create a turnover because one more score, and this game's over.
That'll be a loss of a yard, and it leads to a third down. They go with a fullback line. And he'll barrel his way into the end zone for a Saint touchdown. Zach Line, his second touchdown on the season. And the Saints add on to their lead. Well, nothing complicated about that. That's old-school power football.
And effective. And that's the key to everything, right? Sometimes we try and do too many things. Just hand it to the big guy and let him go forward.
Lutz to try to add the PAT. Lutz good on the extra point. And the decision to just kick the extra point winds up successful. So that one a 13-play drive in total. And it ends with a 3-yard scoring run. Lutz now to kick this one away. And this will not be returnable. It's out of the back of the end zone for a touchback. Here are the Panthers now as their offense comes back out onto the field. And with this deficit, you can't have too many more drives like the last drive where you had to punt it away.
You know what I would tell my offense right here? The punter doesn't exist, guys. He doesn't even exist. He's not a team anymore. I just cut it. All right? So you've got to go out and create some offense for us here and give.
Murray fighting. Lost the football. But fortunately, a Panther was able to get on this. So Carolina keeps the ball. Call it luck or skill, whatever the case is. They're feeling good about just keeping the football there.
Yeah, the biggest thing that they're calling it now, our ball. I mean, they don't care if it was luck or skill. Boy, the panic that jumps up in your chest when that ball's on the ground, whether you get it or your teammate gets it, just as long as you retain possession, that's all you're looking for.
Here we go. Green 39. Green 39.
To throw on second down. Murray, quick slant, caught by Moore. And they'll bring him down at the 27-yard line. They get 11 back on that one. It leads to third down.
That was a nicely run slant route, and what the receiver's trying to do is make the defender think he's going upfield for a deeper route and then breaks it off, usually after about 3 to 4 steps, and cuts towards the middle of the field. And now what he's trying to do is use his body to keep the defender away from the football and give the quarterback a really nice target.
They get 7 there, but it brings up 4th. And they're indeed going to go for it here on 4th down. So trailing here in the last quarter. Let's see how this plays out. Time for a break. We'll come back and see this one out after this. So it's Panther football as we welcome you back. All right, they're going to try and keep hope alive here on 4th down. They're going for it.
Here we go now. 3-19. 3-19.
They'll run for it. McCaffrey. And he will have a first down as they get him to the ground at the 37. They keep the game alive, at least for the moment, as it's a first down. The Saints going to call the first of their timeouts. And they'll be disappointed to have to burn one there after giving up the first down. Line of scrimmage, the 37 on 1st and 10. On 1st and 10, Murray throwing over the middle, but it's incomplete. We have not seen a whole lot of wide-open receivers. Everything seemingly has been contested.
And that's another nice job there to force an incompletion. They've been very cohesive, knowing each other's moves all game long, and they've been on the spot just about every time.
And they've held them in check on the scoreboard.
All right, here we go. Boom!
Throwing again. Murray. And he's got his man on the out route. And he'll get up to the 43-yard line. And before they can run this third down play, we're going to get a timeout, as they'll head to the sideline and talk over what to do next. They face a 3rd and 4 after that last completion gets them 6.
All right, here we go. Boom!
From the gun, Murray. Now a desperation throw. And this is intercepted. And that should do it. Picked off by Marshawn Lattimore. And his guys are going to take over at the 21-yard line. Yet another interception, and I just had to double-check my math. But it is now 8 between last week and this week.
Well, I just used a calculator. I didn't worry about double-checking it. But the thing that always throws me when you see quarterbacks in this type of a bad spot, they're trying to figure out what they can do to change it, and sometimes they try too hard, and they never get out of it. And that's where he is right now. He's just locked in a really bad way.
Now, meanwhile, a pass that should have been intercepted, but it winds up falling incomplete.
Trying to decipher what's going on out there, because I don't know if he's just getting bad reads. I don't know if the defense is confusing him. I don't know if he just has, bad info and intel before he snaps the ball. He's made some pretty bad decisions with the football lately.
Yeah, several bad decisions on the interceptions he's thrown in. Frankly, that should have been another pick right there. So a defensive timeout, chance to regather, regroup, and get set as we resume action. And not totally home free yet, but it's looking good as they come up 1st and 10. Throwing here, Bridgewater. Now he'll dump it underneath to his running back, complete. Now the Panthers going to signal for their 3rd and final timeout, as they'll talk things over prior to this upcoming 2nd down play. 4 yards on that last completion, so that sets up 2nd and 6. To throw, Bridgewater. He's going to flip one out here to his running back. And he'll get it out near the 40 to the 39. It'll be a gain of 4. And just like that, it's 3rd down. Here's Bridgewater. Steps away to his left. And avoids the contact by sliding. It's a gain of 8 there, and that should be enough to seal the victory. That is an absolute backbreaker. That was a design passing play, wasn't a draw. You think you got him stopped, good coverage downfield, and he's able to pick up the first with his legs. Defensively, that kicks into your psyche and hurts a little bit, doesn't it?
It certainly does, and here's the thing. Anytime you give up a first down, it hurts you.
Pressure comes in. He's brought down. It's a Panther sack. Great job defensively. I think he was trying to go through his progressions, find someone to get rid of the football. Before he knew it, he was on his back.
So that just brings us right back to what you said in the beginning. A great job defensively. Nowhere to go with the football. That led to the sack.
That huge loss on the sack makes this job much more difficult. It's now 2nd down and 22 yards to go. Looking long for Thomas. And that one almost intercepted. Far too loose with the football here. Nearly a 4th pick. And it's 3rd down.
I think he's taking an awful chance with the football right there. You've got to lead. You've got to protect it. And he's taking chances putting it out there in a little bit of jeopardy.
Especially in a spot like this. 4th quarter, as you said, trying to cling to that advantage.
Yeah, that one probably should have been picked, huh?
Seventh play of this drive coming up, but a long way to go on 3rd down. Off the play fake, Bridgewater. Now he's hit, and Bridgewater loses the football. And the offense will get the ball back and be touchdown, and with that, this game is over.